This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on your Monday, September 25th. Thank you for being with us here in Northeast Ohio. I'm Stephanie Haney, and we start with developing news. The jury has reached a decision in the trial against 2 brothers accused of killing Akron teen Ethan Liming. We're learning that Tyler and Deshaun Stafford were both found not guilty of involuntary manslaughter as a result of assault for the death of Liming. This involved a fight outside of the Akron's I Promise school last year. Both brothers were found guilty of assault. Additionally, Deshaun Stafford has been found guilty of aggravated assault. The jury could not reach a verdict on the charge against Deshaun of involuntary manslaughter as a result of aggravated assault. The judge declared a mistrial on that charge, meaning Deshaun could be retried on that charge only at a later date. Sentencing for both brothers has been set for October 26th. We'll have more details on this case coming up during 3 News at 4. Now, there are big developments today as the United Auto Workers strike continues. Today, as many as 150 workers will be laid off at a GM plant in Toledo. This is fallout from the strike continuing. In Streetsboro, dozens of workers at the Stellantis plant walked off the job Friday as the UAW expanded the strike to include the spare parts distribution centers for General Motors and Stellantis in 20 states.
You can't get where you are without us. A lot of them they don't even know what we do. They have no clue what we do. And to come in here and bust our bus 8 hours, 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours, with the pride and the morale that we have for the company, we just want our fair share.
Now, President Joe Biden announced he'll travel to Michigan on Tuesday to walk the picket line with the UAW members. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump will give a speech to UAW members on Wednesday. We move now to controversy from a high school football game over this weekend. Brooklyn high school players are accused of using the word Nazi for play calls in their game against Beachwood. In a letter to the school community, Beachwood superintendent says a number of anti-Semitic incidents took place on the field. And during halftime, Brooklyn's coach acknowledged using the word Nazi as the play call, then apologized and agreed to change that word during the second half. 3 News reached out to Brooklyn's superintendent, who said in a statement, "We offer our sincerest apologies to the members of the Beachwood football family and school community for the hurtful, insensitive, and entirely inappropriate choice of language used." The superintendent says the district is looking into what comes next as far as discipline. Now to Lake County. Students who attend Lakeland Community College got a letter last week informing them their personal information was compromised in a security breach. The school says the breach happened between March 7th and 31st of this year. Students' full names and social security numbers may have been accessed. The college says it's now working with cybersecurity professionals and have given students information on what to do to minimize any risk they face because of the breach. All right, you're getting a look now at Cleveland's Inner Belt as Gas Buddy's latest report breaks down fuel prices across Northeast Ohio. Drivers in Cleveland, they're paying about 8 cents less than last week, bringing the average price per gallon to $3.54. In Akron, prices fell about 17 cents, and drivers can expect to pay about $3.45 per gallon there today. Nationwide, the average price for fuel fell about 3 cents over the past week, averaging $3.80 per gallon. Meanwhile, there was no winner after Saturday night's Powerball drawing, so the jackpot is now at $785 million. That's the 9th largest in Powerball history. Tonight, the cash-out option is $367 million. That drawing is at 11. And it is a Victory Monday here in Cleveland. The Browns pulled out a decisive win at home over the Tennessee Titans with a final score of 27-3. The offense was on point for all 4 quarters, and the Browns defense, which is considered among the best in the NFL, dominated Tennessee's offense. Now, a week ago today, the Browns were in a much different position after losing to the Steelers and losing Nick Chubb with that season-ending knee injury. But even with that injury, Chubb showed up for his team this week.
Was around this week too, so a lot of guys seen him in the training room, and there was, of course, a little sadness and disappointment on his face, but at the same time, he looked every single one of us in our eyes. And yesterday I actually saw him, and he told me, he's like, "Go get it."
Now, coming up this Sunday, the Browns will host the Baltimore Ravens at home, and this is an important one, the AFC North, because the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers are all tied right now with 2 wins and 1 loss. So the leadership of the AFC North is at stake. Now, speaking of being at the top of the division, there was also a special moment during the game yesterday. It meant a lot to Browns Nation and all of us here at 3 News, as the announcers on CBS gave a special shout out to the voice of the Browns, our very own Jim Donovan.
I want to mention Jim Donovan, longtime radio voice of the Cleveland Browns. He's been in that position since 1999, since their return from the NFL. Jim has stepped away from the team. He's talked about his cancer battle. We want to tell him that we're thinking about him. We're praying for you, Jim. And we certainly hope to see him back where he belongs. He's been an institution here for a very long time.
We know so many of you have been with us praying and sending good wishes to Jim as he battles leukemia. Thank you to everyone who has sent a message of hope and kindness to getwelljim@wkyc.com. We'll all be walking in the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night event at Wade Oval on Sunday. That'll be in Jim's honor. Now, also in the football world, Cleveland Heights native Travis Kelce and superstar Taylor Swift have broken the internet after rumors and speculation over whether they're dating. Now take a look at this new video. They're seen leaving the Chiefs game together. And even before that, Taylor was seen in a suite, sitting next to Mama Kelce herself, decked out in Chiefs gear. Looks like she was having a great time. This all sparked over the summer when Travis admitted he had a crush on Taylor, saying he tried to meet her when he attended her concert in Kansas City. Now to a different kind of competition. Our very own Austin Love went head-to-head on Sunday against the world eating champion Joey Chestnut in an apple cider donuts eating contest. And you probably guessed it, Chestnut beat him out, eating 69 apple cider donuts in 5 minutes. Austin and his team were pretty impressive, though. They ate 36 donuts. Austin ate 12 of them himself. This was part of Mapleside Farm's 50th annual Johnny Appleseed Fest. That looks like a lot of fun. Good job, Austin. I bet you he didn't eat anything else for the rest of the day after that. Thank you very much for being with us for today's edition of 3 News Daily. We'll be back tomorrow with more of what matters most to you here in Northeast Ohio.